you expect to find when there's something you left behind? Say, man, y'all know what time it is, man. Yeah. Oh, no, man, look. This episode isn't going to be nearly as long as the previous one. But I did say I'd be back. So now that I'm back, man, you already know you're going to get some prolific, magnificent game throughout the entirety of the duration that I am here. You see, you have to be very, very wary of the people that you're amongst, because a lot of you people think you have friends and companions when you've actually never, ever seen them put in positions to where you can measure their character, homie. You really won't know who someone is till you're around them with other people around, homie. You see, a lot of you think you have an ideal boyfriend, you have an ideal girlfriend, whatever the case may be. And the only reason where there is this delusion of camaraderie is because you haven't been put in an environmental situation to see how they truly view you, homie. You see, when it's just one-on-one, people keep it so real, homie. But whenever they get amongst and amidst people who they feel like they want to impress, or like that they got to have a certain image with, all of a sudden they start talking down on you. They might start talking to you less. They're going to do various things. I'm finna get these quiches up out of my comment section real quick. They thought that they were slick because I don't have any moderators in here. And now I have Chris in the building. So now I don't even have to touch the screen. You see, a lot of these people, they come to the internet literally looking to say random things to get these small spurts of attention that they don't get in real life. So that's the reason why they can't even come up with any original troll comments. They have to copy and paste things, and hopefully they hope that they can get a response from someone who has a viewership. Because the truth of the matter is, they do nothing that's worth viewable. The only thing that they can do is negatively critique other people's lifestyles. I sit back and I say to myself, man, I watch people like Henry Cejudo, who's a double champion. He did a lot of great things. He was an Olympic gold medalist. But when you've won everything in life, there are people out there who want to see you lose. And along your journey, they will say that they're so proud of your victories, but really they are waiting for the first loss to be a part of your history. So what you have to understand is you cannot look for people to be able to motivate you, because if you look for that motivation, any individual on any given day can quickly withdraw that. So that's why I will tell you right now is you got to believe in yourself, and you have to do it for yourself. There's a lot of people that walk around and they say, man, I do what I do so I can prove people wrong. You don't need to worry about proving people wrong. You just need to make sure that you're proving yourself right. You see, a lot of you feel like, man, I have the potential to do this. I have the potential to do that. You see, a lot of people have great articulative thoughts of what they could be, but they don't take the necessary actions. They don't have the routine. They're not willing to concentrate, and neither are they willing to sacrifice. And that's the reason why when you look at them over an extended time period, they've been saying what they're going to do for the longest, but you don't see any results. And they don't even see any results because they weren't consistent. You see, there's a lot of great philosophers, but there's not enough practitioners. They can tell you how to do something, but they're not even a reflection of, hey, if you do this, this is what will happen. They will tell you how to get that up out of here. We got people making random sound effects and dramatic comments in my chat. Out of here. We don't need no over dramatically. Yeah. This ain't Bad Girls Club. So with that being said, up out of here. And make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately right now on TikTok, because as soon as this episode is over, I will be sending everybody my Snapchat. And this will be over in the next few minutes. That is the best way to talk to me, to stay up to date with the content, know when the new music's coming out, the new merch, whatever the case may be. And shout out to whoever is sending what they're sending. I'm not saying your name because of the random characters, but thank you so much, Keisha. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, you got to make the most out of today. A lot of you didn't do, absolutely a lot yesterday. You might have overly procrastinated. You might have had communications with people where it's like, it wasn't necessary, but you just wanted some sort of noise. You see, a lot of people, the last thing that they want to deal with is silence. Because silence is something that they are afraid to approach. Because finally, outside of every podcast, every song that they could look up and listen to, outside of every sound effect that they could hear, they don't want to hear themselves, homie. And look, to the people trying to go live with me, absolutely not. I will quickly reject it. There will be no one coming up on my show. You can kindly take a seat in a chair and keep on watching. You can stare, you can even share, but you will not be coming up here doing any type of commentary. So I would like to politely, disrespectfully reject. Yeah, man. So we're going to sit back and do everything the way it's supposed to be done. We're having a whole lot of fun. You see, when it comes to your relationship with the internet, it has to be in a place where it's like you've already accomplished a lot of great things. So now you can teach others, because it's like each one teach one. And just because you've accomplished something doesn't mean that you shouldn't be aspiring to accomplish even more. You see, the journey of success is never ending. Envy and jealous, it'll take you to an end where it's like there's nothing that you gain from it. But when it comes to success and positivity and impact, that is something that will never end, because there's always another human being that you can help, homie. So whenever you become a beacon of positivity and a reflection of success, people can look at you and they can see you as a benchmark, as far as comparison in a healthy manner, to where it's like now they're willing to tap into their untapped potential. Because you all can do a lot of great things. It's just people choose to do very little with the lot of time that they have, because they take it for granted. People that don't have access to the commodities and the conveniences that we do, they appreciate things a lot more because it's not so easily accessed. But the people that just get things handed to them, they don't appreciate it until it's taken away indefinitely. So what you have to understand is, homie, you got to make the most out of your time. And you have to get people up out of your life that think the least of you. They don't hold you in high regard. They're always hating on you. They're quick to tell you what you can't do because they're afraid to do anything. They're quick to tell you what you can't do because they're afraid to do anything. They will do absolutely nothing. They will waste all of their time, and all they will do is gossip, and they will always find an excuse for why someone is where they're at, rather than just admitting that they had a hard work ethic and they endured and they had discipline and they were willing to sacrifice for a short period of time for longevity when it comes to life and reaping the benefits of proper work ethic. You see, you have to understand that you are going to be a reflection of people you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with time wasters, procrastinators, those who are miserable, always want to talk about negative things, complacent types of people, that's the reason why you're always going to exude those characteristics, because that is the energy that you are consistently surrounding yourself with. The minute that you decide to start eating clean, they try to tell you it's dirty. The moment that you start to dress in a way in which you desire, they try to tell you that it's not cool. The minute that you start to grind solo, they start to say that you're switching up. Anytime that you start to develop a relationship with yourself, now all of a sudden your relationship with them is in jeopardy. Those are the types of people that you have to steer clear and far away from. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to understand that. And that comes with discernment, homie. You see, the further you get away from the world, the closer you get to God. So when you start listening to that inner voice, you will be guided in a direction which was meant for you, a path that was set before you even ever knew. So with that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and conclude this episode. I already said it wasn't going to be as long as the previous one. I am going to get some more coffee. So make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately on TikTok right now so I can send all of you my Snapchat. It's the best way to talk, knowing I'm going live and to stay up to date. Shout out to my moderators. Chris, you did absolutely phenomenal. Keep up the great work and the good work. We're going to keep doing what we do, while the Keishas do absolutely nothing at all. So with that being said, man, until I catch you on the flip side, hey, man, get up out of my phone.